Okay, everybody, we got kind of a dicey one right here to take care of. I'll show you this tree. If we come back here, you see we've got this nice, beautiful Douglas fir. It's just got one minor issue right here. It is broken, and you see it's hung up in that fir right there. I hope you can hear the audio, because if you listen carefully, you hear a sound. It sounds like a, you hear that? Almost sounds like a squeaky door or something. And that's actually, if you're walking around in the woods and you hear that, you know, that squeaky, you know, door hinging sound, what that is, that's two pieces of wood rubbing on each other. That's what you're getting from that. Some people think that if you hear that sound, it's you know, just one tree making that sound. It's not. It's always either a couple branches or a couple trees rubbing together. So if you hear that sound, that's what it is. This thing just snapped. Who knows what's going on here? There's a lot of root decay right here. This looks like it might be armillaria or something. Root rot. So we've got to get it out of this tree to make it safe. Now, it's pretty incredible that a tree this size is even lodged up there. What's going on is, you know, it's just resting right on the branch collars, right up against the trunk. That's the only way that tree would be strong enough to hold this, because you see it's pretty small branches up there. But you can see the branches can hold it just an enormous amount of weight if they're right up against the trunk. So all we need to do to get this to lay down on the ground is we just need to get it scooted over a little bit, and then it'll fall and it'll snap the branches that it's hung up on. And that's just woods back there, thank God. There's nothing to really worry about hitting. So we've just got to get it down, and we're gonna try that. The other thing is, this tree probably didn't have a lot of momentum when it hit. If it had fallen and this tree was further away, it probably would have, you know, sliced through all the limbs. But because it's close, and if you notice, this piece of wood is still standing here, it looks like this chunk hasn't moved. So we can imagine if this were attached to here, the tree would still already be leaning. So it actually just moved a little bit into that tree. So I think we're going to be able to get it down relatively easily. I really hope so, because if we can't do it from the ground, then that means that we've got to climb up that tree and cut it loose. So we're going to try to fall it from the ground, and if that doesn't work, then we'll come up with plan B. But you know, I don't really want to climb up that tree and try to get this loose while this is resting in it. I'd rather try to force this thing down and just stay away from climbing that, because that's just sketchy. Even, you know, the trunk's gonna fall on this side. Even if I'm standing here, I've still got branches and stuff breaking. I just don't want it. So we're gonna try to fall it from the ground, and it's gonna be cool. What are you holding? What is that?
Samurai sword.
It's pretty epic. Are you gonna start start whittling away at this guy?
Yeah, sure do.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have it down in no time. Kevin's gonna, oh man, I thought you were gonna get through it in one hit. Forget it. Take it back.
Maybe I should use the katana.
Yeah, you should have got a katana. Oh boy. So
Brian's got all kinds of weapons in his truck.
Oh, that's Brian's stuff.
This is all Brian's stuff.
Probably prepares his food and stuff.
Probably. small wildlife.
Yeah. So we're gonna try. If it doesn't work, you know, maybe we'll install a rope in this thing, and we just got to get it a little bit to move over. So we're gonna see how this goes.
I do a
Three plans.
Walk it down.
Yeah, that might be an option too. If it doesn't go, maybe we just sever the wood. But the problem with that is, you know, if you sever the wood, then the butt falls down and it gets lodged in there, and then you end up in the same position, only kind of worse, because now the log is even at a steeper angle, so you have even less weight in your favor. If this were a skinnier tree, I don't think this would work, but because it's so heavy, I just think that if we cut this, we're gonna be able to snap those branches, just because there's so much weight behind it, and the tree didn't utilize all of its energy because it didn't fall very far. You know, I imagine if this tree were standing like up here, upright, and it fell, it might have made it through, but it was probably already leaning, because you see this piece is still leaning, and that piece hasn't moved. So we're gonna try to see how it goes. I think I've got a good feeling. Well, I've said that before, and wow, that's really soupy. We'll be all right. Those trees are it's probably 130 feet tall. All right, let's go grab some stuff and chop her down. If you want to come here, Kevin, I could actually use your services. I could use your samurai services.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna set a rope in it just to be safe. Can you cut all this stuff? Yeah. Give me a little work zone. Can you make sounds? Dude, this is the show right here. Look at it. Whoa. Great Anna. You're a star, Kevin. Do you know how to put that together?
What's that? Oh, that?
Those full things. The female end and the male, or the non-binary side goes to the gender neutral side. they partner up.
Okay.
There you go. You don't want to use heteronormative language. Keep PC around here. Yeah.
Don't want to get canceled.
The chest feeder side goes to the.
I saw that yesterday.
The patriarchal side. Yeah. You saw that chest feeding is the thing now.
How far do you bring this down? To here?
That's probably far enough. We don't need to go super high. Well, maybe down a little farther. It's a pretty heavy weight. The heavier the weight, the easier it is to get back down to you. The lighter the weight, the higher it flies up. I mean, the lighter the weight. Wanna try shooting it?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Yeah, give that bad boy a shot.
One, 2, 3. I think that was the shot.
That'll do. Yep. Good enough. Nice shot.
Thanks.
Okay, here. Put that on the ball after you pull it up. Yeah, we're gonna.
It doesn't drop. Yeah.
If it doesn't drop, then we're gonna have a rope in it, and we'll put the GRCS on it and crank it over. Can't do too many half hitches. Okay, go ahead. Pull that. This is 5/8 Pelican rope. Really strong. All right, nice. Nice. Remember how to tie brown bowling?
Had to forget everything but CDL stuff for the last 2 weeks. So I don't know what's. I think I forgot what my kid's name was.
I got it. Big Papa's got it.
Pretty much anything that wasn't directly related to passing the CDL test has probably been drained from my memory.
Didn't have the room.
Didn't have enough room. All I know how to do now is drive.
All right, gonna tie around bowling.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep. Go ahead and just start pulling that up. Oh, dang it.
No.
Oh, what a mess. No, we're better off just picking up the wad and dealing with it outside of it. This is gonna just suck. We'll just deal with it later. But we don't want to deal with it in the sticks. That'll be worse. Oh man, that's gonna really suck to untangle. Look at that. Oh yeah, dude, we got this all day.
See if I can pull it over first.
Big man Kevin. You are so weak.
I am 3 men. Okay, it's not going anywhere.
Let's just run the rope out here and we'll just leave the bag over here for now. So I wish I could tell you that there's just a one-size-fits-all thing that you can do in a situation like this if you've got a tree, you know, falling over, hung up in another one. Luckily with this one, you know, because it's a conifer, the branches aren't that big, and we just got to get it to the side a little bit. If this were like a maple or something and it landed in a crotch like that, you know, this method, it probably wouldn't work. You know, you might have to just cut it and let it fall down, kind of hope for the best. Sometimes you got to do some pretty sketchy stuff, or you know, sometimes there's no choice, you got to climb up the tree it's hung up in and cut it. You know, you should hire an arborist for that. But in this case, we should be able to fall the tree. We've got a rope in case we need it. We can, you know, hook that up to a winch and use that for assistance. But if you come over here, you'll see, actually, you know what, let me just do my notch first and then I'll talk about it a little bit. I'm gonna cut, really important before you do anything like this, just cut everything around you so you don't have all that stuff interfering with you. It's just safer that way. So we're just gonna cut this vegetation. Right here, see, we're just gonna clean that up right there. See, I'm a little deeper in there. That's your Dutchman. We're just gonna clean that up a bit. You don't want that. Okay, so if you look at this tree here, now, because this is true generally with just trees leaning, the tree leans this way, and ideally I'd like it to fall this way. Well, that's not gonna happen. If you try to cut a notch facing that direction, then all the tree's weight is resting on that strip of hinge in the middle, and the tree's just gonna break. It's gonna fall this way. You have to work with the tree, you have to compromise. So it's leaning this way, I can fall it this way, just a little bit, you know, off to the side. It wants to go this way, so that's really true with leaning trees. Now, when a tree is leaning, you can pull it straight back if you've got like a strong enough winch or something, and you can let it fall forward. You can go to the side a little bit. But if a tree leans, you cannot get that tree very easily to fall side to side. It just won't happen. There's too much force on that holding wood going the wrong direction. So I'm aimed just to the left of this fir. We just have to move it a little bit. I'm gonna cut it up. If it doesn't move, we'll pull on it with a winch or something. But I think that we should be pretty good. And because it's leaning the right way, I just went 1/3 of the way in, generally speaking. That's about how deep you want your notch. Same thing if it's leaning backwards, you want about 1/3, because you know, you want the wood to be strong on the backside so it doesn't go over. If a tree's standing totally straight upright, you can go a little bit deeper and it'll help the tree go the right way because you're undermining the center of gravity. So anyways, the notch is cut. Should go pretty good from here on out. We'll see.
Hey Jake, how's that Duckworth treating you? How's it smelling?
The Duckworth?
How's it smelling?
It smells good.
I just noticed you're wearing it still.
This video is sponsored by Duckworth. Thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
Oh yes, of course.
Kevin's all salty that he showed me Duckworth and then I got the sponsorship from them.
Yeah.
Kevin's bitter about it.
I am very bitter because I have absolutely no social media or following for that matter.
See, you're trying to blame me for everything.
Yep.
Just stand back. It's gonna cut you. Yeah, this episode of Guilty of Treason is sponsored by Duckworth Wool Clothing, made in Montana, made in the USA. Thanks for showing me them, Kevin.
Oh, of course.
Click the link in the bio.
Get a little smell.
Smell for yourself. Has antimicrobial properties or something like that. Smells good. It works good. It keeps me warm.
The most important thing is you look good.
Do I look good, Kevin?
I don't know. It's kind of just.
Well, why'd you say that?
Bunch of sawdust. Looking a little dusty. That's a natural.
Man, it is really wedged in there. Jeez. It like really just nailed the trunk. Look at that. So this is 130 feet right where I'm at. And this tree is... This tree is reading about 165 feet tall. I think that's about all I can cut. It's actually opened up a little bit. Can I see this real quick? You can see it starting to open up. I think we're gonna be able to lift it up. So you wanna leave about 10% hinge. That's what we got right there, roughly. If this tree would have been further away when it hit the tree, this probably wouldn't work, but because it didn't move that far, there wasn't that much force behind it, I think we're gonna be able to wedge this right over. All right. Solid. We just gotta lift it. We just gotta get this to move a tiny bit. It'll work. When the axe is really bouncing off, so you know you're not really getting anywhere. I'm gonna put some more wedges in it. Really wedged in there. So I'm not really getting anywhere now, but it's cool because we got a rope in it. Sole yard, and I could keep doing wedges for a while. Maybe it would go, but and maybe I could. Another thing I could do is cut a little bit of the face my hinge wood, try to get this tree to roll. But safest thing, we'll just crank it over with the rope that we've got on it, and that'll be fine. Good old GRCS. So this is called a GRCS. It's like a modified sailboat winch. Works really well for this, you know, but you can use snatch block or put your pickup on it or something if you're trying to get a tree to go over. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, hold on. Put this in here. Here, so it's out of the way. Open this up, because the line needs to go straight down. So we just redirect it like this. It's a DMM impact block. I think one weighs 5 to 1 and faster, and one weighs like 40 to 1 or something. This thing's really strong. All right.
See the roots and
Yeah,
all this right here.
all funky.
Laminated root rot.
It's armillaria.
Armillaria.
So I was thinking. Nice. You want to just stay here, film it from this side?
Yep.
I'm gonna go crank up some more.
What's interesting about laminated root rot is it could spread to the rest of these trees.
Okay.
It'd be cool if it had a longer handle. I should look into that, because you could get your both hands right here, and then I can get my hands back here,
That would be
and
good.
then we could.
Let me put a couple wedges in it. Hold on. Hang tight. It is really in there.
I think Jake should tickle it with his saw.
Yeah, I can cut a little tiny more.
Give it a little tickle.
Might just need to sever this thing, and then wherever it goes, it goes.
Scott,
What?
where are you going? Scott looks like he's about to
Yeah.
get into that tree.
Who's going to that tree?
Scott
Whoa,
looks like
Scott!
they're like right in the danger zone there.
Are you going up that thing? Huh?
That's how we're gonna get this down.
Well, why don't we try?
You don't want me to just sever it? You want me to just sever it? Let it fall and then pull it over?
Well, it's hung up really good.
Yeah, but the holding wood's still on.
Off the branches, we've got so much tension on there. If you sever it, it's still going to be resting up in there.
What if we walk it down with a slash cut?
I'm not a slash it. That'll happen if I
so
struggle with
long
it.
if you just keep slashing it and it straightens out. Maybe
Yeah, but we got the line though. We got the line. We can pull it.
So right
If it
now
falls.
I'm thinking I head up there, we'll take a look at what it's caught on, and maybe take a couple branches off of this tree, and the thing will start sliding down.
You really want to climb up it?
Looks good. with the saw. Alright, Scott, now you can climb it.
No, I think it'll move now. Now there's nothing holding it. We can definitely get it to move now. I'm just taking my...
What side's cut out?
The whole thing's cut.
It's just resting on the... sitting back on it.
Saw out of the way. Man, this thing is so wedged. Okay. Alright, crank it all. Well, if we're out of cranking, I can get it through it if I just make another cut.
What kind of cut are you gonna do?
Can you go grab my 46, please? Yeah.
Maybe all you need to do is
Well,
hit this bar as hard as you can with the axe.
this sucks. I was out of wood. We probably should have just climbed this from the beginning, climbed that one, but I ran out of wood, so I just cut through, trying to slash off the stump. Now it's just resting. It's like really wedged in there. So this kind of sucks, but I'm gonna try to stick my saw in here like this, cut a piece off right here. Hopefully as this side comes out, it undermines this piece, and hopefully because we want this to shift that way, so I'm gonna cut this block out. It's been a rough go with this. Finally.
Alright, let's pull on it a little bit.
Crank that.
Oh,
No, the line will be good.
All right, folks, got a pretty serious case of laminated root rot. You know how it spreads. Probably gonna have to take out this other one too while we're at it.
Yeah, that'd be the right thing to do. We better just do that out of it's a good idea, Kevin. Take this other one out.
It's inevitable, like Elon Musk would have said. It would say it was inevitable.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, look at it. Yeah,
I'm gonna swap this out.
look, it's looking pretty sickly. Oh God. Oh my God.
Thanks for doing that, Kevin.
Oh, man.
Wow. Dude, wow. Yeah, that, wow.
Yeah, it was good because I didn't want it to go to these cedars over here, so you got it in the right spot.
Yeah, the maples aren't as nice as the cedars.
No, no.
Man, you have no idea how grateful I am that you let us do that. That made it a lot safer for us.
When this came off, I'm like, that one makes sense. My wife's like, we should get rid of that one.
Yeah, that one was tall. Well, the thing is too with the laminated root rot, there's no telling if it's in these other firs right here. Because this one had the rot in the, you know?
This one here?
This is called armillaria, this white stuff in here. I mean, this is sap, but...
Oh, this stuff right here?
Like, it's
Yeah,
spreading
Kevin can explain it
apart.
better.
Like, if you see how it's spreading apart, this is all rotted out.
Yeah.
Like it wears away the fibers, and that's what kind of, you know, makes it, will have it fall over, but it'll spread out and take out all the Doug firs around in
Oh,
the
really?
area.
So it's like contagious to the Doug firs only?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
and it spreads out, and it'll just pretty much take everything out. Eventually, it probably would have made it over to that one. It was probably inevitable. That probably would have ended up going too. So,
Yeah. No, it's all
Maybe.
good.
you know, it
Who
looks
knows?
like the cedars are doing really well in here. So that might be kind of what takes over this area, and really nice cedars.
Yeah, well.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, thanks for letting us.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
it was
no.
like-
When I saw that thing
Right,
stand,
just wait.
I'm like, whoa, that's...
Well, I figured if it came off the stump and hit the ground, it would at least loosen up from the limbs up there. We should be able to
It was
crank it
pretty
over, but it was
entangled in
just
there.
And then
so
once it hit the
entangled.
ground, we got a lot more pull out of that pulley system than we had over
Yeah.
there, but
Not
man,
enough.
Still not enough.
really
I mean, it
tightened
was-
up quick.
But both those trees were just like that. around
Yeah,
each
they
other.
were
There's some
really
big old
tangled up.
branches there.
I was really surprised. I honestly thought we wouldn't. I honestly thought it would just go over because we just had to get it to move a little bit so it would get off the, you know, away from the trunk and just onto the branch a little bit,
Yeah.
and then it would, you know, the branch would break and it'd come down. I really thought it was going to be more cut and dry than that.
When it did that, they're like, shit.
that was pretty cool though. The sound that made. That was pretty epic. The sound that
Did
they
you have
made.
that on video?
Yeah, yeah.
So you didn't have the drone up though?
No, the battery. Well, the battery died, and then we got busy.
God.
You know, it would have been cool to get it on the drone, but
Well, sweet.
yeah, had to focus a little bit. But yeah,
more tricky
thanks.
than we thought.
Yeah, Scott was right. We should have just climbed up there and got a few.
Is that what he said
Well,
when you guys
I
first got
didn't
here?
want to do that. I thought that sounded sketchy. I didn't want to be. Whatever. It's down now.
Wrapped around a branch or something, you get ripped out of there.
Crane wouldn't reach.
Yeah, and then you got branches, because you got branches breaking above you too once it starts to go, and you're just like standing on that stick.
I don't think that was a good
Hope for
idea.
the best.
I wouldn't want to do it.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it either.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, really.
No, awesome.
Yeah, well, cool. We'll grab our stuff and we'll just be on our way.
Cool.
Cool. Well, yeah, thanks again.
Thank you.
Who knows if this would have got it or not.
Well, it's definitely affecting the roots. I don't know if this would have got it. I'm guessing it would. I think it spread. I forgot what the spread is, but it's like a couple feet every year.
Really?
I mean, it moves fairly fast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is not even that far away. It probably almost even shares a root structure, so.
Yeah, might have been good. Well, that's it. It was that was a mess. That whole fiasco was a mess. If you're still here, thanks for watching that. I know that wasn't easy to watch. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, nice job, guys. That's it for this one. If I do this one. We'll see. All right, that's it. See ya.
Did you see me holding the camera the whole time?
Yeah, Kevin held the camera like a champ. Thanks, Kevin.
You know, my arm's a little sore.
You got a tough job, man.
Someone's got to do it.
Thanks, buddy. All right.